Hello and welcome to another episode of Uncle Bill's Kitchen. Today we will show you how to make split pea soup. First, I'd like to give a big shout out to my mother and the family friend Don for providing me with this Booz block cutting board. It is the best cutting board I have ever had, and it's worked perfectly for all of my needs. If you're interested, be sure to check out their website. They're not providing me any sponsorship for this video. I just want to share quality products when I see it. Here's a listing of all the ingredients you will need today. Please make note by pausing the video. And as always, using the freshest and best ingredients will produce the best results. Use what you've got in the cabinet and then get what you need. Now this is an interesting way I've learned recently to cut a carrot, especially when you're trying to dice. First you're going to go parallel to each other, turn the carrot, and then parallel again, and then you're going to slice just like so. Makes it really easy, just keeps the butt end of the carrot on there so it holds everything in place. And then once you've got your carrot chopped up, you're going to lift it off the board and put it into your bowl. Now it's time to dice your potatoes. We're going to be cooking this for a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half or so. So these potatoes are actually going to act as a thickening agent for your soup. So they don't have to be perfect. Just get them into a nice shape, as you'll see here. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing and helps us a lot. Now to cut your onion, you're going to cut off the end point, and then where the root is, just cut in half. Pull off the external shell of your onion, and I'm going to show you two ways to dice. The first way is what they show in restaurants and on videos, and in my opinion it's a little dangerous, so I don't recommend it. First you go around the edges like so, and then cut in the middle of the onion, but you see which way your blade's aimed? I don't like that. Looks like you can cut your finger. And then you slice down. Now what they say is that it gives you perfect sized onion pieces every time. Everything is uniform. Now for me, I do almost the same thing. Cut around the edge like so, but instead of going down the middle, I just chop it up. Comes out almost identical and no risk of cutting your finger. I definitely recommend this method. Now, I bought these bacon ends. They're a little cheaper than buying full pieces of bacon. And since we're going to chop these up, might as well get the less expensive cuts when you can. I'm using about, I'd say about 3/4 to half a pound. We're going to dice these up nice and fine as well. I just take a bunch of pieces up, put them side by side, and then just start cutting down the side. Once you've got them all nice and sliced up, just dice them up like you see here. Let me show you again. One piece on top of the other. First you cut lengthwise. Again, it's not rocket science here, folks. We're just cooking. Have fun. Turn everything sideways and then dice it up. Bing, bang, boom. It's that easy. Now we're going to start to warm our pan, add a little olive oil to the bottom. You don't want it piping hot. Medium heat should do for now. When we add the bacon, we don't want it to burn, so here we go. You notice it didn't sizzle too badly. It's because the pan is a little bit cold. We're going to warm all this up together. We're also going to add our pork neck. Now these pork necks have a lot of meat on it. That's what I like to see. Later on, as you'll notice, we're going to pull all that meat off and let it get mixed in with our pea soup. Oh, it's going to taste so good. We're just browning this up now, getting a little bit of that bacon flavor on there. Once it's nice and brown, we'll take them out. Make sure our bacon is nicely cooked. Just like that, nice and bubbly. You want to keep all that oil, and we're going to add our onions to soften up in that oil. You know what they say, folks. Everything tastes better with bacon. Now let's add a little bit of garlic here. I go with about a tablespoon. It's about the right amount for as much beans as we have. We're going to add in some oregano. About half a teaspoon here. Marjoram. We're going to add about a quarter teaspoon of this. Some thyme leaves, quarter teaspoon. Some garlic powder, say about half a teaspoon. Onion powder, half a teaspoon. Some salt, 1 teaspoon. And about 10 to 15 grinds of the peppermill. I love my pepper. Give it a nice mix. And the reason we like to cook these fragrant, nice seasonings together is because it brings out the oils within the leaves. Now I just added a little cooking wine to the base to deglaze the pan, just about a teaspoon or so. Now we're going to place our pork necks back in, and we're going to add in our carrot and potatoes. Get that nice and mixed up together. At this point, you're going to want to keep everything moving around a little bit here. Get that beautiful bacon flavor all over all of your veggies. And we're going to cover this with some water. I'm using about 6 cups for this recipe here. Bring that to a boil, and I'm going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon to give it some flavor here. Mix that all up nice and neat. If you don't want to use chicken bouillon, you could always use chicken stock if you've got it. Now we're going to get this boiling for about an hour, and we'll see you back soon. 15 minutes left. Let's take a peek. Oh, the smell. Oh my God, it's so good. Let's make sure to stir everything up here. We don't want anything sticking to the bottom of the pan. It's good. 15 minutes have passed. Everything's looking beautiful. We're going to pull these neck bones out, and we're going to take off the meat here in a second. I'll show you exactly how that's done. And we're going to add in our split peas. Now I'm using both yellow and green. I feel that the yellow gives a lighter color to the mix, and I just happen to have both of them in my pantry. Use what you got. Make sure that your water is completely covering your peas. Stir everything up nicely, and we're going to go and remove the meat off of the neck here with the magic of our wonderful videography. We've got all the meat taken off. Let's add it back into our soup. Would you look at that? Beautiful. I love smoked meat. It's my favorite thing. It's one of the great things about the summertime as well. Barbecue. Gotta love it. Good thing about wintertime, we can use that barbecue that we've frozen up and put it into our soups. I'm gonna put the lid on here now and let this go for 30 minutes. Come back every 10 minutes or so and stir your beans. Make sure that your peas are not sticking to the bottom of your pan. As they start to soak up more water, they're going to get heavier, they're going to float down, and that heat is going to cause them to stick to the base. Don't let that happen. Here we go here. Another 30 minutes have gone by. Look at how beautiful all of those peas have broken down. It's just wonderful. Oh, but we're not done yet. Still a little thin for my taste. So I think I'm going to go another 20 minutes. Beautiful. And here is the end result. Now what you want to do is you want to take out those bones, leave the meat in there, and this makes quite a bit of soup. So share with your friends, your neighbors, your family. Freeze it. You can let it cool down, put it into freezer bowls, or you can put them into Ziplocs, and you're good to go. Served up with a cracker and a couple sides. This makes a wonderful winter dish. Thanks for stopping by Uncle Bill's Kitchen. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please be sure to like this video if you found it useful and subscribe for future updates. It costs you nothing but truly helps our channel a lot.